Now, it wouldn't be a retrospective if we weren't going to cover players that impacted the game in one manner or another during this 20-year time span. And there are two players in particular that I want to cover. And, tragically, they passed on before their time came. But it's such as life, when things happen, like you can't control your fate, you can't control like what time you're gonna die. If it comes, it comes, you just have to make peace, and yeah, it is what it is. So first player we're covering is Lesley Slow Poison Manyathela. Born on the 4th of September 1981. Lesley, he played for Pirates from 2000 to 2003. He made 73 appearances and he scored 48 goals. So that already tells you, like, this guy, he was clinical, Lesley also played for the national team from 2002 to 2003, making 9 appearances and scoring 3 goals. And this guy was so good that he won the league's top goal scorer in 2003. The PSL top goal scorer. He won it in 2003. Lesley, as I said, both of these guys had a promising career, but Lesley himself, he had a promising career ahead of him, as at the end of the season, if I recall, he underwent trials with Lyon, but he was unsuccessful. And he was due to go for trials in Dynamo Kiev in the Ukraine over there, so he was earmarked for good, like big things, As for the type of player he was, I'm not gonna lie to you, Lesley, he wasn't the paciest or the most physical striker, but when the time came, like when he had to do the job to finish chances, I could argue there was almost no one better than him, And, he was a different breed of striker, Like back in the day, strikers didn't have to commit to the defensive effort of like the team, They just left their bra at the top over there, go do your thing. When the ball comes to you, make sure something happens, And Lesley was the type of guy to make that thing happen. Whereas nowadays, strikers, like if I was gonna go, like broadly speaking, most players nowadays are athletes more so than like specialized players, So yeah, Lesley, he was a different breed of striker. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't speak on him from a personal standpoint because not much. Like he was kind of a private player. He's not one of these flashy guys like who makes his life known, But like, I'm gonna quote his obituary. Words from his funeral service. His funeral service took place on the 16th of September 2003, and these are the words of then Limpopo Premier Ngwako Ramatlhodi. You can find the full obituary or the full service transcript at mpolity.org.za. It's a site that tracks political statements that politicians make, that sort of thing, official statements, state, when they go into parliament, that sort of thing. Like they track those sort of those things, so. And as I quote from Ngwako Ramatlhodi, quote, "The day has come to pass when Lesley Manyathela was amongst us in flesh and spirit, when he walked and worked with us, when he showed us the quality and skill that made him our shining star on the soccer field. Limpopo and her people are all weaker and poorer without their son, Puti. We had grown accustomed to his presence. We had thought he would be us for many years to come, and yet the death has deprived us. Lesley, You distinguished yourself as a football star and role model of your generation from an early age. Puti, in each new stadium that we build, new football competition that we hold, new football club that promotes to the first division, new football talent we unearth for this country, you will continue to inspire us in our forward march to a better sport and recreation in South Africa.